Hi, my name is Darlene Feinzig. I live in Hollywood, Florida, where my husband Steve and I own a yoga studio. I love what I do, but owning a small business, I wear every hat you can imagine, from CEO to secretary. The hat I'd really love to wear is stay-at-home mom. So when we do have children, we joined Agel so that I'll be able to stay home and raise our family. Our first month working the business, we've earned over $1,700.
Hi, we're Tony and Sarah Galecki from Sacramento, California. 10 months ago, Tony was in the car business working 90 hours a week. Very stressed out and underpaid. I was working as a corporate recruiter for an accounting firm, was tired of corporate politics or company politics, and being micromanaged.
And now with Agel, I get to work less hours, and Sarah can run her own business. And with the great system and a great team last month, we reached senior director and made over $11,000. Thanks.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Gail Gatis. I live near Miami, Florida. And I was stuck in the typical 9-to-5 job in corporate America. And what had happened was my employer had cut my benefits, including my health insurance, my vacation time, and I didn't have any kind of retirement. With Agel, in only 3 months, I totally replaced my income. I retired from my job, and I'm now building my unlimited financial freedom. Thank you very much.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name's Rivers Corbett, and I live in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. And what interested me in Agel was the fact that I'm an entrepreneur. And in being an entrepreneur, I have 2 customers that control 80% of the revenue that I have in my business. But Agel came along, and now I have over 300 customers in our business. And if one leaves, that's okay. So in our first, my brother and I started the business. In our first 2 weeks in the business, we made over $4,200.
Way to go, baby.
Hello, my name is Lori Harrell, and I'm from Denver, Colorado. Prior to this industry, my husband and I owned a retail business, and although it provided a lucrative income, we didn't have any time freedom. Every time I had to go to the store, I was away from my 4 children. Agel has provided the financial opportunity for my kids to get their parents back. My son Reese, who was diagnosed with ADHD, started taking our product Agel Om. And his teachers and his family have seen an incredible difference in his ability to focus and in his moods, and he is no longer taking prescription medication. Thank you.
All right. I'm Tim Berry, and in my past life I was a family physician. And the problem with being a physician is you're working long hours, and I never had time for my wife and my 2 kids. When I found Agel, I knew it was going to be the answer. Not only could I have more time for my family, I'd be able to make more money than I could have ever made in medicine.
My name is Drew Hopkins. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I was taught young to work hard. That was the key. And I started sweeping with a broom. I became a builder of the big houses that people lived in and enjoyed, and it wasn't me. I worked really hard, long hours, put all the time and effort in it. I was tired, and I was working to survive. Things have changed. A while back, I was introduced to an opportunity and asked to open my mind, and I did. And my life has changed drastically. It's been a wonderful gift to be able to help and watch other people become the success that they really are. And all the time that I worked hard away from my family to be what I was has changed so much. I spend so much time being the kind of dad I always wanted to be, and it's because of this Agel life that I have now.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Joshua Shaffron. I'm from Southwest Florida. I make my living as a successful entrepreneur. Matter of fact, I built a book of business in a little bit less than 4 years of $50 million in revenues. But the problem with that is that when I stopped, so did it. So the beauty of Agel and why I'm here is the compensation plan is second to none. My first full month in the business was $5,800 thereabouts. But what's really exciting is that $4,200 of that I calculated was pure residual income. And my wife loves that because our $1.5 million home, the mortgage payments made every single month since our first full month in the business, thanks to this business.
Hello, my name is Sandy Beckham. We're from Bowie, Maryland. And prior to getting involved with network marketing, I worked full-time at a local university where after I got off, I went home and graded papers for another 3 hours and prepared other lesson plans. Agel Enterprises has afforded me the opportunity to not only double my income, but also to work only 2 days a week.
Hi, my name is Ken Beckham. I've been in the information technology business for the last 20 years. Agel has afforded me the wonderful opportunity to work with my wife as a team and also to look forward to an early retirement.
Hi, my name is Juanetta Harvey. I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania with my husband Jason. We both work in New York City in the real estate and the mortgage industry. Very successful. We both separately earn great six-figure incomes. However, we have no time. We have no time to spend with our family, and Agel is affording us the opportunity to buy our time back, to create lifestyle, and replace our income.
Hi, I'm Sherry Smith. I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland. Prior to joining Agel, I worked as a sales rep in Maryland. And the problem was the harder I worked, the more income I earned, the more percentage the company wanted. The thing that Agel has helped me do is find an unlimited income potential, the ability to be paid what I'm finally worth, and to have the privilege of getting to spend time with my beautiful grandchildren and my children.
Hi, my name is Wesley Anderson. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Prior to Agel, I was pretty much your typical young guy who had accepted the fact that I was going to live the next 45 years of my life working 60 hours a week and just kind of being that way. Agel showed me that didn't have to be my reality, and that was pretty cool. After 9 months of working Agel, I've been able to walk away from that lifestyle forever. So Agel rocks.
Hey guys, my name is Billy Looper from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've been lucky enough to be in the real estate industry for the past 20 years, and I've worked 100% commission, and that's pretty cool. The harder you work, the more you get paid. The thing I like about this business, though, in 9 months, I have 1,429 people working for me now. As of 30 minutes ago, Greg Moody in Australia is getting ready to wake up and go to work for me. My friend Angaz in Malaysia is getting ready to go to work for me when I go to bed, and my friend Alexander is going to be in Russia. Of course, I've never met any of these guys before.
Hi, my name is Christine Toomey. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and prior to this industry, I was a cocktail waitress working crazy hours, nights and weekends, and I realized working there I would never be able to fulfill my dreams. Agel has given me the opportunity to choose my hours that I want to work, travel the country, and retire my parents, and I just thank Agel so much for this incredible gift. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Norberto Jimenez. I'm from Miami, Florida. And before Agel, I was trying to lose some weight. And now, because of fit, I lose already 35 pounds. And I went from a 36 size to a 30 size. And I'm still losing weight and making money. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Keith Jones. I'm from New Jersey. And prior to getting involved in network marketing, I was working for the Board of Education for about 15 years, and what I realized after 15 years, basically I wasn't living, I was surviving, living paycheck to paycheck. And what Agel has done for me is given me an opportunity to dream again. In my first month, I earned over $3,000. Thank you, Agel.
My name is Pat Clunan from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm just loving Agel. We're having a great time. In our first 13 days, we made about $2,200. It's beginning to change our lives. We're very excited. A lot of our team members, like Mark, are having commas in their check within the first 30 days, and that's a great thing, having a comma in the check. And but the most important thing is that my wife's a pharmacist, and she has been able to continue to stay at home with our 5 very young children, and that is why I'm doing Agel. Thank you.
My name is Mike Sims. I make my home in Alabama, along with my wife Candace and our young son Dylan. Prior to this industry, was financial planner right out of college. I quickly realized that was not for me. I worked from 8 to faint when my boss set up with his heels kicked up when we were out on appointments. And the Agel opportunity is going to help me be able to realize my goal of retiring by the age of 30.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name's Eric Worry, and I got involved with Agel last June 1st. Prior to being involved with this company, I was an entrepreneur and a business owner, and that was great. when it came to income, but there was no residual for it, and you really had to be owned by your business most of the time. My first month check, the month of June, I made a little over $19,000. My second month was almost $25,000. My third month was $41,000. And I just finished the 11th month, and I made $65,000 for my 11th month. It's literally an answer to prayer and a dream come true for me.